Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the red side of Manchester. I'm your co-host, Marcus.
Alongside course Edward.
Yes. How you doing, mate?
I'm feeling good, man. How are you?
I'm a bit tired.
Yeah, we all.
Long day. But yeah. A lot of United news today.
Yeah, a lot to talk about.
Just
So much. This has been a while in the making.
It has. We've been trying to do this for,
I think like a month now, yeah.
but we're here. We're finally here. Hopefully this all goes well. It'll all get better sooner or later. But just to start things off, do you have anything to talk about?
Obviously, we know new manager Ruben Amorim's come in. We obviously had our first game versus Ipswich on the weekend. Didn't go as planned.
It didn't, but hey, it's started off. At least we didn't start. At least he didn't start on a loss.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
At least we kind of came out somewhat happy. He knows what he needs to improve on. After his post-match interview, knows what he wants. We just gotta see what happens from there, really, innit?
Yes. So obviously a 1-1 draw versus Ipswich wasn't the greatest performance. We did lose. I think they had more of the ball in the first half. The first 45 wasn't good, even though we did score in the first 80 seconds, which was good. And obviously superstar Amad Diallo.
What a player, man!
Again last
What
night.
a player!
On the weekend.
He's gonna excel under Ruben.
Yes.
I mean, he's going from barely getting any game time under Ten Hag to now becoming a crucial player.
So I think the first thing we need to talk about is this formation here. We've never played a 3-back really under any sort of manager. We've always played a 4-back. We actually did look slightly all right defensively in the first half. We didn't. We got obviously the goal's a wonder goal. You can't save it. It's straight in the top corner. Defensively, I thought we were solid in that game, but again, the attack just wasn't firing. It's been our problem this season.
I think our offense is just too. I don't know. It's too fragile. I feel like one little bit of pressure and we just kind of fall apart. And it's it's just we kind of need to filter that out. But I feel like Amorim can bring that out. You know what I mean?
So I wanted to ask you first, because obviously we know we're playing tonight, and you watched Manchester United. What team would you pick to play tonight for United?
I mean,
obviously got a few injuries. Lenny Yoro's out. Martinez is back in training. Maguire's back, but he's not fit.
Maguire really, innit? It's I feel like defensively, I think there's not much to change. I think Mazraoui is just what a player, man! What a player.
Would you stick him at centre back again, or would you play him sort of higher up?
I mean, he did well centre back. I feel like maybe he could be we can kind of test the waters.
Yeah.
You can maybe start centre back, come out wide, later on in the game. But yeah, I think defensively we're pretty solid.
Yeah.
Midfield wise, Casemiro's kind of getting back into it a little bit. Ericsson scoring some wonders.
Yeah, he is.
Fucking hell. Amad and Dallo. I think that this whole our whole from midfield backwards, I think we're sound.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. I feel like there's not much to go through because obviously it's our first
game.
Yeah. Maybe get Højlund.
Yeah, I think Højlund deserves a shout out.
Yeah. Maybe bring Rashford back because Garnacho's been stinking on the gaff a little bit.
This was something I wanted to point on, really. Garnacho struggling in recent weeks. Got a lot of hate from the fans, Garnacho.
Yeah.
So, do you think he can recover it, or do you think it's time to drop him?
I don't think it's time to drop him. I think choosing to drop anybody when we're under a new manager now is a pretty bad decision. Obviously, because it's a whole change of pace. But I think if he carries on the way he is now, I don't really know what to do. I don't know what we could do with him, to be honest.
Yeah, there's so much competition in this team, really. Obviously, players aren't performing to the standard that we expect. We're 14th, I think, in the table still. It's nowhere near the standard, unfortunately. But there is a lot of talent in this squad.
There is. I think over the past how many seasons? 2, 3. United have really just been on a huge downhill spiral. I mean, obviously we won the FA Cup, and we won the Carabao Cup. But other than that, league-wise, it's just been a bit of a stinker, really.
Looking at the stats here against Ipswich, 11 shots, only 4 on target. If you're looking at that, it's completely not good enough, really.
No, it's not.
Especially when Ipswich have got nearly double our shots on target against a team who are fighting relegation and we're supposed to be up there top 4 battle. It's got to be an improvement. Obviously, it's not going to happen overnight. We have to give this manager time.
Yeah.
Hopefully tonight he can prove against a team that obviously is not that good. Bordeaux Glimt, they are. I think they're bottom of their table. Bordeaux Glimt, they're struggling in real life. But this should be 3 points tonight in Europa League. We've had a tough start to Europa League, only 1 win. But I have a feeling that with a lot of our players back, Mainu's back, which is always good to see.
Mainu, I've not been rating Mainu this season.
Really?
No.
I actually agree with you.
I feel like he's he kind of popped out of nowhere. Last season.
We all know he's got talent.
Yeah, he's got the he's got the potential. He's literally got everything there. It's just he needs to put it back onto the pitch.
Yeah.
He's not been doing that recently, and it's sad, really.
So I just wanted to talk about Ruud van Nistelrooy. Last night it came out that he's the new Leicester City manager.
Yeah.
That's obviously great for him.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, and it's completely out of the blue, but he deserves a big job. Ruud, he was outstanding in interim. Didn't lose one game with quite a rubbish squad, if I'm being honest. But Leicester are struggling in real life as well. They're fighting relegation. So.
In real life?
Yeah.
You want about real life?
In real life, bro.
Yeah, where else are they going to be?
In real life, bro.
Okay. Well, weird guy.
So, Leicester are struggling in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty much bottom of the table. Do you think Ruud can save them?
I mean, based off his interim performances, I feel like he's definitely got it. I mean, especially with a team of such quality like United.
Yeah.
He can definitely do it, man.
Yeah. So it's tough for Ruud. He's still quite a young manager. He's obviously Ruben Amorim's younger.
Yeah.
But he's still got so much time to.
I mean,
prove himself, man.
I reckon if Ruben sorts out the players that we have now, and kind of settles down, I reckon top 6.
Yeah.
Top 6 finish this season.
So obviously tonight Bordeaux Glimt. What do you think that score is going to be in that game?
I mean, we drew to Ipswich, so we can't exactly get my hopes up too much. I'm saying I've got faith in the boys. I'm saying 2-1.
2-1.
I'm saying we're gonna concede maybe first half, and then just kind of bring it back. Ruben's gonna have a little shout at everyone. And just
So obviously we know it's going to be a tough game.
Yeah.
United are never easy. It's never easy to watch. I think we all know that. But there is a plus side to tonight's game. Martinez is back. So is Mainu.
Yeah.
And Luke Shaw, for the first time in forever, is hopefully going to be starting. And Malacia.
Oh yeah.
After nearly 2 years.
Just disappearing off the face of the map.
So I think Malacia is set to start.
I hope so.
But,
I rated Malacia.
He was really good.
I rated Malacia. I don't know why.
That horrible injury that kept him out for a year.
I don't know why people don't like him.
No, he was brilliant. Especially when we played Liverpool in Ten Hag's first win. Sorry, he was brilliant. He probably just Mo Salah locked him up.
Yeah.
So
I want to touch on something. Last season, Andre Onana.
Yeah.
What a rocky start.
It was rocky, man. It was
rocky start
throughout the season. Actually, I thought
Butterfingers.
He was making mistakes a lot.
But this season,
wow.
Oh my God, has he changed that around?
He's been brilliant, man. I think without Onana, we'd be relegation zone.
I think if we still had De Gea, we wouldn't be doing what we were doing.
We'd be shipping so many goals, and
yeah.
The defense has been absolutely terrible, but Onana has just stepped up massively this season. Even Ruben Amorim said in his press
some of the
conference,
saves against Ipswich.
He was off, and his double saving against Fenerbahce,
exactly
ridiculous. He's been outstanding. For me, he's at least been an 8 every single game. Onana, I've not seen one mistake this season. From Onana.
I think defo contender for.
But he's probably our player of the season.
Oh yeah, player of the season.
So Manchester United, their next 5 games coming up. We've got Everton on the weekend.
We'll battle them.
Yeah, I think we can.
I hope so.
Win there. We have a tough away day at the Emirates.
Yeah, we do.
that's going to be a tough one.
I think.
Arsenal in form.
I don't know. I feel like
We have a good record at the Emirates. We do
Yeah.
score at the Emirates quite a lot. Then we travel. Then Forest come to Old Trafford. They've been good this season. I think they've
Beaten
shocked
Liverpool.
a lot of teams. Yeah, they beat Liverpool. They're 7th currently in the table. They are lost twice in a row, but it's always going to be a tough game against Forest.
Yeah.
Then we travel to Plaza in the Europa League. Again, should be 3 points standard. And then the tough away day at Man City, which is what I wanna
is
talk
it
about.
tough anymore?
And this is what I want to talk about.
Is it tough anymore?
6 games without a win. It's been a month since they've won, and 15 goals conceded in 6 games. What is going on?
I feel like after Haaland telling Arteta to humble himself, he's just,
He's gone downhill.
it's been a downhill spiral for a while.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Old City, but
It's not. But I mean, what can you do? Hey,
what can you do, man? We've had it. for
era's come to an
years.
end,
Yeah, it does indeed.
as Ten Hag said. That's the only thing that came from Ten Hag.
Obviously, it looks like it's only going to be a dip. We
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know what City are like. They always come back, but
Yeah.
it's not looking good at the moment. I think if they lose this weekend to Liverpool, I think the title's over.
Mhm. Yeah, I think a lot of I think the only hard matchup we have in the next few weeks. I don't know. Tottenham's been doing pretty well.
Yeah, Tottenham. I think we've absolutely got battered by them.
Yeah.
We play them in 20 days at the Tottenham ground in December. It's a tough run
Tottenham
of
Stadium, by the
fixtures.
way.
What?
Tottenham Stadium, by the way. I'd
Right.
say number 1 stadium
Really?
in the Prem.
Oh, Tottenham's. We have them in the quarterfinal of the Carabao Cup.
Yes.
So again, another trophy.
Do you reckon we'll
come
win the
towards-
Carabao Cup?
If we beat Tottenham, yes.
Yeah.
But we will have Arsenal, I think. We either have Newcastle, Brentford are in one quarterfinal. Then you've got Southampton, Liverpool.
Yeah.
Who Liverpool are hunting down that quadruple this season.
Yeah.
Winning against Real Madrid last night. They were excellent last night. But
15th in the Europa League.
15th, man. Literally scraping automatic promotion.
Got Rangers on the 23rd. Europa League at home. We're
home.
at home ground, so it's not
It's not-
it's not awful. It's not awful. Rangers 10th, five ahead of us. How do we feel about that? We're down in the bottom.
Europa League's been tough for us this season.
Lazio up there. Ajax, Galatasaray as well.
Yeah, Galatasaray coming off a big win against. I think it was Tottenham, wasn't it? It was 3-2. Osimhen scored 2.
Yeah.
He absolutely battered Tottenham in that second.
Dude, when Osimhen was meant to come to United,
Oh, it was dreamland, man.
He was-
But him and Bruno would have been incredible, wouldn't it?
he actually would have because
was-
it was some
It was
like
linked
final product.
with Hoyland and Osimhen to be our strikers for that season, but then Osimhen
That was so good. But then
decided
Osimhen went to
stay
where did he
at
go?
Napoli.
Oh yeah,
he stayed at Napoli and then went to Galatasaray.
yeah.
Fell out with the Napoli board over some TikTok video.
Oh yeah. I also.
Yeah.
I don't like Napoli at the moment. Took McTominay.
Dominic, there is one player I want to talk about.
Who?
He has moved on, and that is Fred. I
Oh,
think you remember him quite well.
I love Fred. I love Fred.
He has
Top
gone
player.
to Fenerbahce, and he has been brilliant. He scored a hat-trick a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I think we made a mistake letting him go. Because obviously we were struggling in midfield recently. Casemiro's legs are gone. Eriksen's legs are gone.
He's Fred at United. He was a very kind of.
He was a weird player when he was
yeah, he
very
was inconsistent.
Yeah.
He was on and off. Had glimpses of just world class.
Yeah, he was brilliant.
Oh my days.
But unfortunately couldn't keep it up. He had an injury. And I think he just went downhill after that.
Then he got a haircut and now he's insane.
Signed by Mourinho for 50 million back in 2018. Hefty price tag, but sold for just 15.
Yeah.
So we lost a lot of money on that.
But
That's-
he'll go up in value now. He's so good. Maybe we might buy him back.
Obviously, we've got the January transfer window coming up. Where do you think we need to strengthen in positions in this January transfer window?
I mean, it has to be the left, doesn't it?
Yeah, the left back is, or the left kind of a area.
Yeah, I mean
left
we've
wing
got
back.
we've got Dallo playing at left wing back.
What happened against West Ham when he played there?
Yeah, and then obviously attacking wise, we've got kind of on that left side we've got Dallo and Garnacho, and if we don't have Garnacho, we'll have Rashford.
We are linked with one man. We talked about this before. Alphonso Davies.
Oh,
Bayern Munich.
Yep.
What a player, man.
Hey, if we get Alphonso Davies, I reckon solid squad, and I think our holes will be filled.
That left side is where we're shipping goals the most. And I think Davies covers that left side. He's rapid.
Yeah.
I don't think any winger can beat him in a race. I think he's ridiculously fast.
He's gotten a little bit slower. But I mean that's just through age, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's not really much you can do about that, but still, what a player.
And obviously the price tag's being talked. He's obviously running out of contract in the summer. We can obviously talk to him for free in January.
Yeah.
But if we were to sign him in January, it would cost upwards of 50 million for the signature of him.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I generally think he's worth that much money. But I don't think we should overpay it. There's other options out there.
I think even if we look back at Amorim's dream lineup, posted at.
Make sure you check it out on TikTok.
Yeah, posted at TRSM on TikTok. Shameless plug there. But Jeremy Frimpong.
Oh yes.
Isn't his dream?
He's been linked with Manchester United.
Do you think he'll ever come to Old Trafford?
Well, we all know he was a City academy and he was pictured in an Arsenal shirt last week. But the reports are saying that he is a dream target for Amorim. But it's been years we've been linked with Frimpong and everyone wants him. I mean,
he's best right back in the world right now.
Hands down.
Guaranteed. I mean, you've got people saying, "Oh, Trent, Kyle Walker."
He's absolutely finished.
What a washed player, dude. He's got a big nose.
He has, hasn't he?
But I mean, yeah, I think Jeremy Frimpong at Old Trafford would be. I mean, what would your dream lineup be? Say you were Ruben Amorim, you had infinite money, you could buy whatever player you want.
I think Onana has to stay in net.
Yeah,
100%.
Everybody seeing Amorim's dream lineup saying, "Why have we kept Onana?" This is why.
It's like, come on, guys.
This is why.
Definitely for me, the back three says Yoro, De Ligt, and Martinez. Yeah. Yoro's young; he's like 18.
Mm-hmm. What was that other 18-year-old that we Kone or something?
Kone's a midfielder.
Oh yeah, he was. I mean, he looked. I reckon he'll thrive under Amorim.
Fly through the team. I think left side I got Garnacho on that left wing back. I think he can track back. Definitely, I don't think Mark Rashford can track back. And obviously at Sporting, Amorim played wingers at left wing back, and they were up and down the pitch. It's just pure pace, and Garnacho's got pure pace.
Yeah,
pure energy. I think he can run all over the pitch. That right side, I can't drop in Mazraoui.
Yeah,
I mean, he's our best player by a mile. He's literally saved us so many times. If it wasn't for Onana, then it'd be Mazraoui's player of the season.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think he starts for any team as well in the Premier League, Mazraoui. In midfield, I go Manu and Ugarte. I think they're our best options.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Casemiro can play in a 3-4-3. I don't think
football's left him.
Football's left him. But no, I don't think he's quick enough to play in a 3-back.
Yeah,
he's too slow now. And Ugarte in the Europa League, he was fantastic against. I think it was Pauk.
Yeah,
he was brilliant. He was everywhere.
What guy?
We all know what Manu's. He's obviously had a bad start to the season, but that injury didn't help.
No.
So I think we'll definitely see Manu bounce back.
Mm-hmm.
And in the kind of front three, I go Ahmad on the right. I think.
Of course, bro. Yeah. You glaze him so much, but it's for good reason.
It's for good reason, man.
For good reason.
Bruno on the left, and then I go Rasmus up front.
Ooh, Bruno on the left.
If we're talking dream, then I would go Alphonso Davies on the left. If we buy him, I go.
Yeah. He's such a versatile player.
He's so versatile. And on the right, I go for Kenda. He plays at Sporting. He's 17.
Ooh.
I
quite like that.
He was fantastic under Amorim at Sporting. He's so young. You can see he's absolutely.
Yeah.
And obviously can run up and down the pitch. I think him and Davies will complement each other well on them kind of wing backs. But and I think the dream signing from us United fans is that disgusting number 9 at Sporting, Victor Gyökeres. Oh my God!
That man.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, can we talk about him for a second?
We can definitely.
Hat trick against Man City.
Hat trick against City. Hat trick in about 7 hat tricks in the Portuguese league.
He's goated.
Ripping it up.
He's goated. I reckon Ballon d'Or contender this year.
100%. He should be up there.
Obviously,
the Portuguese league's not that competitive, but I mean, you've got to be in there to put the chances away. And he's scored a hat trick against the best team in the world, so to speak.
What a joke! I mean, you've still got people saying that City are up there contending for the Champions League and stuff like that.
Unfortunately, not this season.
that 4-1 loss against Sporting really rattled you a lot, didn't it?
Really rattled them.
My God, I think yeah, it's good to see, you know, your rivals kind of falling off and you know, just
obviously there's a player that's we signed for 60 million this season, hasn't played 1 minute in the Premier League or Europa League, but a lot of fans absolutely love this kid, Lenny Yoro.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like he should go straight into the 11, or should he
I feel like he shouldn't start. I don't think he's not a starting player. He's young. I feel like if we bring him on like halfway through the game, because I reckon with his young legs he can lock up the older players. If we ever play people like, I don't know, Bayern, he's got like Harry Kane to worry about. He's a little bit older. Lenny Yoro will just lock him up because he's got them young legs. He's got that longevity.
Yeah.
It was at Lille before, right? Was it Lille or was it?
Lille, yes, it was.
When he was at Lille, he was what's a defender? Yeah. What a defender? I mean, some people.
He could be still 18. Obviously, Obviously, people are saying that he's using us as a stepping stone to get his dream move to Real Madrid, like a certain Ronaldo did, who left to Real Madrid. Didn't use us, but I think it broke United fans' heart when he left. Obviously, we went around.
Broke my heart.
to see Ronaldo play, but from I think the clips we saw on YouTube and that must have been heartbreaking seeing leave. But hopefully Lenny Yoro does stay for Manchester United for a while. But obviously you never know with football nowadays. But you know, it's a rough patch for United at the minute.
I think it's been a rough patch for a while, hasn't it?
Unbeaten in our last, I think it's 5 yet. We haven't lost a game in our last 5.
Right. And hopefully that carries on and we can.
So there's a report going out that's been going out for a few weeks now. Kavica Kvaratskhelia, I think I'm saying that right, from Napoli. Manchester United apparently
Wi-Fi password now.
have identified Napoli for a summer transfer and are ready to trigger 100 million for Kvaratskhelia.
I mean, he's right.
I haven't seen much of him recently.
No, he's been a bit kind of off the radar, but he was good. What was it like last year after? He was really good. I mean, what a player! I think seeing him in a United shirt would be great, but I don't think he'd fit in the squad at all.
Yeah,
I don't think. I think he's too. What's the word? I don't know. What's the word? Too kind of. I don't know. I just don't think he'll fit. I think he is. I think the play style at United really just kind of isn't his thing. And especially with the change with Ruben Amorim 3 back, we've got the players out wide that will have to track back and play a defensive position as well. I don't think Kvaratskhelia will do that.
Obviously there is a player that we signed for 100 million there, but it was the biggest flop in Premier League history. Anthony. Goodness. Me, less said about the better. But
go.
We have to talk about Anthony realistically.
Get rid of him.
Obviously, we all know how crazy he is. He loves to run around and smash into people. Do you see a world where he could fit into an Amorim system because of how well he tracks back for United?
I think if he gets his act together, I reckon he can.
We all know he's got the talent.
I mean, see him at Ajax.
Yeah, he was dancing around players.
And around that time for Brazil as well. I mean, he was one of the most kind of popular transfers, wasn't he? Kind of everybody saw him coming at United, and everyone got a bit frightened, and then he did one Anthony turn, and everyone just thought he was a bit of a mug. I think if he gets his act together, just,
hopefully we can see more of him. Okay, there is something I want to quickly announce for the podcast next week, or hopefully in the near future. But episode 2, we will have a Manchester City fan on guest. You guys are gonna want to hear this one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I Oh my goodness, there is going to be some huge debates. We're going to talk the Manchester City Manchester United rivalry. Obviously, won't be that heated, but there will definitely there will be definitely some debates in that. But you
outrageous things he says.
Need to stay tuned for that one.
But we've got so much lined up. We've got a City fan, we've got a Liverpool fan.
Yeah, Liverpool fan, City fan, obviously, and much older Liverpool fan who's obviously does his own podcast. Hopefully, we can get him on maybe.
Had 5 podcasts, a bit more experience than us.
Obviously, if anyone in Burnley College is a football fan and they want to come back the team, be my guest.
Come ask us. We don't know who we are, but you know.
Yeah, we will do soon.
You will.
But moving on, obviously, we're talking about Anthony now. Is the time to talk about another player that's been struggling at Manchester United. He's kind of gone off the radar a little bit, but that's some. Obviously, we've seen players revive their careers, but not. I think this guy's coming to the end of it now. But Harry Maguire, last season, put some pretty good performances in. I won't lie. But I think we all know that he's 30 now. I think he's 30 plus. I think it's a bit of a risk chucking him into a 3-back when he has played 3-back to England, to be fair.
Yeah.
But do you think it's time to move Maguire on?
Yeah, I think he came from Leicester, and it was just, I mean, hey, he was a great defender by then, but he's lost it. I think he's especially for now Amorim's style of play. I feel like he'll get lost. Maybe if he goes to like a smaller team, even if he goes back to Leicester, or go back to a bit more time at Wolves. I think maybe we'll do some stuff there.
Yeah, definitely, man. But now we're moving on to hot takes. This is going to be interesting one. What is your unpopular opinion about Manchester United? Something that you think that you might not think many others think.
Do I have one?
Definitely a few I've got.
Yeah. I've got one. Sending Sancho to Dortmund was the wrong idea.
I hear it. I love Sancho. He was one of my favourite United players. When we signed him, I was so happy.
Yeah.
But Sancho failed at United, unfortunately. Didn't quite get the minutes, struggled with mental health, obviously getting all that abuse in the Euros final. But yeah, he didn't really show it. We saw what he did at Dortmund. My God, how good he was. But feels like that's a running theme with United now, ruining careers.
Oh yeah, I think it's a curse. You come to Old Trafford and you just kind of, you turn into a 50-year-old.
Anthony, Sancho. There's quite a few. Maguire as well. But yeah, if you come to United, Alexis Sanchez as well. I think we all remember him. Di Maria, Snake. But Ibra as well. Obviously at the end of his career, but I think Ibra for me he was brilliant at United. I loved Ibra.
I would have kept him.
Yeah, I think shipping him to the US was a bad idea when we had Romelu Lukaku. Again, ruined his career. We all know what he is now. An absolute. Let's just not speak about that. But ruining careers for United. It's definitely a bad label for us. But there is someone I want to talk about. He's a United fan, but he currently plays at Chelsea.
Cole Palmer, by chance?
His name is Cole Palmer.
I was going to talk about that.
What do we think of him?
I think whenever I bring up this about Cole Palmer, I always get the he'll never go to United and all of this. But I feel like since he has grown up, I mean, obviously there's pictures of him in a United shirt. There's pictures of him in a United shirt. Yeah. I think there's a good chance we see him at United. I think if
really?
No offense to Chelsea, but not doing very.
Not doing very well. Well, oh wait, no, actually.
I mean, they were better than last season.
I mean, I think they're doing quite good. I think with City now falling off, I think they're the main title contenders for Liverpool. They've been getting good results recently. Chelsea currently sit. They are third in the table. 9 points off Liverpool.
Liverpool, man, they're gonna win the league and they're gonna match us on league titles, and then every Liverpool fan's gonna get a big head, and it's just gonna be a bit jarring.
So if we look at away results this season, I'm looking right now. Manchester United sit 12 with 6 points. For away results this season, with a goal difference of 1. We struggle away from home against the big 6.
Just hit my head against the mic. Yeah, I think it's just that pressure, because obviously
the fans really do get to us.
Yeah, we let them get under our skin. I mean, obviously we can't add Anfield into this situation because that is playing like at a library.
Speakers, man.
Yeah. But I think I mean again the Etihad as well, or the Empty-had.
Yeah. Proper name.
I think the fans that really get under our skin are Tottenham and Arsenal. Arsenal are just it's just Arsenal really.
I'm going to take you back a few years here. Do you remember Europa League Sevilla when we lost 3-0?
Final.
Was it
final?
No, it was Seville.
Yeah.
Seville. Oh my goodness, them fans were ridiculous. I'm trying to get a clip up, but oh my word, they won the game before the game kicked off.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, definitely. I think literally any fans outside of England, they're so like Dortmund fans, for example, they're insane. PSG, Bayern, it's just everything like that. It's just, I mean, it's just the second they step out of England, they just turn into a bit of a bit off their head and maniacs, really.
Yeah, obviously Seville. That was a really bad night for us in Seville, but yeah, you can see just the fans in Seville there, ridiculous support, and that's the quality of foreign games. The support is ridiculous.
You're not getting anything like that in England. I mean,
there is no way that a whole stadium is bouncing up and down, I think the stadium was actually shaking. It was ridiculous.
That's why we lost.
That's why we lost. But yeah, that was obviously away from home. We need to improve, and I hope Amorim can hopefully fix that. Really, I mean,
definitely.
His first away game didn't win against Ipswich, but only 3 days training.
A loss.
It wasn't a loss, but no excuses tonight. Has to win.
We've had training sessions, plenty of them for him to be settled down enough. So yeah, no excuses. If we lose, clearly Amorim wasn't the right person for us, and we should have kept Van Nistelrooy. I think, okay, as much as I love Amorim and I love his kind of views and aspirations for the club, I think after we saw what Ruud could do, I think we should have called off Amorim.
Yeah,
because he settled down so fast. Yeah. Obviously he was at the club before he became interim manager, but he just settled down as manager so fast. He won so many games, and his style of play was just lovely to watch. So I think we shouldn't have brought in. I think it wasn't as good as we thought it would be bringing in Amorim, because obviously we thought it would have been the same situation as when Ollie left and we got that interim manager.
Yeah. So now I'm going to take you on to some opinions we've had come in from on fans of Manchester United. So I'm going to tell you a few of them, and you're going to tell me if you agree or you disagree. So the first one coming in from Robsy is Mason Greenwood is better than all Man United wingers. No.
It was good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, what a player. I mean, we're gonna bypass the domestic abuse. But I mean, he was a great player, but Jesus Christ.
It's actually quite sad because I thought Greenwood was going to be the next big thing.
I thought Greenwood was going to be the next Rashford, next young Rashford. Maybe even better. But I think, I mean, he's doing bits at Marseille. But better than Ahmad, no. Better than Garnacho, no. You don't see Greenwood doing, bicycle kicks. Better than Rashford, maybe, at the moment. But I mean, Rashford 2 seasons ago, I don't think there was much better than him.
We've got another one. unpopular opinion is that Ten Hag is the best Man United manager post Sir Alex.
No. Mourinho.
Mourinho for you?
I mean,
obviously we played terrible football under Mourinho, but we won a treble. Won the domestic treble, but I think we can't dispute what Ten Hag's done. I mean, he won 2 trophies.
He's won us 2 trophies with arguably the worst United squad we've had in a while.
Yep.
But I think Ten Hag being the best United manager post. I mean, even although Ollie didn't win much, his style of playing, his quick build up was nice to watch. And I feel like if he had settled in a little bit more, he could have definitely won some things. I feel 100%. Like he might be up there.
Yeah.
Post Alex was definitely not the best.
Yeah. So let's get another one up here. Right. This is an interesting one. Obviously, an Arsenal fan would strongly disagree with this because we all know they're a bunch of crybabies. But Ollie Solskjaer did a better job at United than what Arteta is doing at Arsenal right now.
Yeah.
And I agree. Arteta's won nothing other than 1 FA Cup in lockdown with no fans.
Yeah. I think
Arsenal have been rubbish. They play good football. They're a good team.
They play good football.
They can't win. They can't win anything.
I think
they got booted out of the cup. They got booted out of all competitions, and then they bottled the Premier League with 12 points going into the final 8 games.
They went
how?
Clear, and then they bottled it and messed it all up.
Obviously, Solskjaer didn't win anything either. I mean, at least we actually played pretty good football. I mean, Arteta's won 1 trophy. Ollie won nothing, but the football we played under Ollie was far better than Arteta and Arsenal.
Oh yeah. I mean, his build-up play, the way you utilize. Okay, here I'm gonna mention a player's name. I'm gonna expect a certain reaction of you. Paul Pogba. Obviously he's been out for a while. Coming back, there were rumours that he was training at the Manchester United training ground. What were your thoughts on him as a player at United and even at Juve?
He's a tough one with Pogba, isn't it? Some days he was.
He's one of my favourite players.
Ridiculous player. He was by far and away the best midfielder in the world on his day.
2016 Pogba.
Wow. I mean, Pogba for me was just inconsistent and injuries got the better. He just didn't care really. Maybe he might say different. He might have said he did care, but I think we could all see that Paul Pogba wasn't committed to Man United. But he definitely
to doing hard drugs.
He was found not guilty. So I mean, we're by law.
They're trying to get rid of him.
Another one here. Ronaldo's prime was at Man United, not Real Madrid. I have to disagree, unfortunately.
I'd agree a little bit. I'd say Ronaldo has had multiple primes. He's obviously he's had his 2018 noodle hair Ronaldo.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, there's not many players that are better than him. But I think 2008 Ronaldo, 2008, 2007, 2008. Hey, come on. I reckon. I wouldn't say. I'd say they're on par.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say one's better than the other. I'd say they're on par.
100%. I mean, Ronaldo at United, for me, he was brilliant. Especially when he came back as well.
Yeah, one-man army. I mean, what? Oh, man, what a player. Obviously, one of the best players, if not the best player in the world.
We've got an interesting one here, Marcus. For United. Jadon Sancho and Anthony Martial were the only Man United players with high footballing IQ. All the rest of them are bang average who just don't use their brains.
Nah.
I like to sit in. Jadon Sancho and Martial high football IQ. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Sancho, IQ, no way.
Get more IQ out of the fridge than him.
But we all know that. Again, we're going to have to talk about him, Martial.
Old Martial.
Wow. I'm going to say wow again. Wow, man.
I love him.
What a player he was, unfortunately. Injuries again, man.
Him and old Martial. No.
I think it was Rashford, Martial, and Greenwood. Yeah. him, Rashford, and Greenwood.
That front three.
That front three.
I would take that front three over 90% of the front threes this day and age in the Prem. I mean, young Rashford, what a player. Young Martial, what a player. Greenwood, I mean, what a player. Again, bar the domestic abuse. But I mean, front threes nowadays. I mean, Chelsea's got Mudryk, João Felix, and Nicholas Jackson. They're not exactly going to do much. I mean, João Felix has been cooking this season, but other than that, not really. What's another front three? I mean, City's just washed anyway. Haaland's
got a few other ones here. Jim says Rashford can't play number 9 or anywhere else under Amorim.
I don't know.
There is a problem for Rashford under Amorim. He's going to struggle because he doesn't track back. He doesn't push himself.
If you look at the lineup against Ipswich, we had that kind of front three where we had two behind the number 9. I reckon if we put Rashford where I think Garnacho was, I reckon he might do bits.
Well, we're gonna have to test it out, aren't we? There's only one game. Players deserve the chance. He'll get that chance. It's whether he takes it or not.
Yeah. I think. I don't know. I think he can definitely do stuff. He's a good player. But I think he's just a good player in the right situations.
Right. Another one here. Fernandes is not better than Andres Pereira, where he can't roam wherever he likes. So Jimmy's saying that Andres Pereira is better than Bruno Fernandes.
Where does Andres Pereira play?
Andres Pereira plays number 10.
Yeah.
And he played at United.
He did.
But oh my God, that is one of the worst things I've ever heard.
I mean,
Andres Pereira, Marcus.
You're comparing Andres Pereira to somebody who was in a debate with Kevin De Bruyne, who was arguably the best midfielder in the world and possibly of Prem history.
Yes.
If you look at the stats that Bruno are leading since he joined United, I think it's night and day. He doesn't roam, and I'll give you that. But he doesn't roam, and I'll give you that. But that's just stupid, man. That is so stupid. He was a player, but no Bruno Fernandes.
This is an interesting one. United should have stuck with Rude until the end of the season, sold the Deadwood players, and then appointed Amorim.
Is that not what I said?
Yeah.
Is that not what I said?
Yes, you did say
He settled in so fast. He settled in so fast. I back that. Get rid of the Deadwood players because I reckon Rude would have done that without any sort of remorse. Get rid of Anthony. Get rid of Maguire. Get rid of Johnny Evans. And just rebuild. And I reckon if we'd kept Rude for the season, that would have been literally a perfect transition into the style of Amorim play.
There's another one here. If Manchester United kept Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, they would be fighting for the title by now. Now, I can see why he said this. We beat City 3 times in a row. Ole destroyed Pep that season, but the results weren't good enough. He got sacked. Do you think Ole deserved to be sacked? We lost 4-1 to Watford. We got battered by Watford, and he was sacked the next day. With Ten Hag, and he didn't get sacked. But to be fair, 2 games and you can't really do it.
I reckon.
And then we went unbeaten when we lost 4-0 to Brentford.
We did. I think. I reckon. I'd partially agree with it. I reckon maybe we should have kept him for longer.
Yeah.
I don't think he should have been sacked at that point. But I don't think I don't see him being here at this point. Definitely not.
I agree.
There is an opinion. There is an opinion that I do want to talk about. That's a pretty big thing. Pep Guardiola being a better manager than Sir Alex Ferguson.
Absolutely no chance. Are we really doing this? There is absolutely no way that Pep Guardiola is anywhere near Alex Ferguson. No way. Pep's a good manager. We'll give him that.
Second best manager.
Second best manager. But no.
He's no Alex Ferguson. The things that Alex Ferguson did with some of the squads that he had. Obviously, he did bits at Aberdeen before coming to United. Came to United, and my days. I mean, even with the squad that we have now, if Sir Alex Ferguson came in now, we'd still, I reckon, we'd be very similar to how we were back then.
Yeah, I agree.
Here's a question.
Go on.
Out of you have a list of every single player that's ever played for United. Starting lineup.
Wait, go on, repeat that.
So you have literally every single player that's ever played for United.
All time.
Literally going all the way back to like George Best.
This is so hard.
Starting 11.
I'm gonna get pelters for this online if this goes out.
Oh, it will go out. We're not keeping this. We're not keeping this secret. I'll do mine as well. So if anybody's get pelted, it's me, bro.
Goalkeeper. Oh, Van der Sar, Schmeichel. Oh, De Gea.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we can. We just keep it to a minimum. He's not really going anywhere other than us.
Goalkeeper, I'm going De Gea. Is that for me? It's De Gea.
I'm already just agreeing with you. Schmeichel, Van der Sar.
I know, but for me, De Gea was on.
All right.
De
Okay.
Gea could save the fucking Titanic. You remember that? Yeah. I'm going 4 at the back. I'm going Ferdinand and Vidic.
Love that.
Literally the best defensive duo of all time. Don't talk to me. Left back is Dennis Irwin.
Oh, I like
by
that.
far one of the best fullbacks.
Fucking love that.
All time. Obviously, right back Gary Neville. Come on, we're being stupid here.
Yeah.
100%. Midfield 2, Roy Keane, Paul Scholes. 100,000,000%. Roy Keane is the best defensive midfielder in Premier League history. Don't you dare say Rodri, City fans. No, not having that.
I love Roy Keane.
Paul Scholes, we all know how good he was. There's obviously some names we're missing out who were. Are you good, bro?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, Marcus, let's keep on going. So yeah, obviously players missing out in that midfield that I didn't pick. Paul Pogba, I think definitely on his day could have been in that squad. We got loads of midfield. Ander Herrera for me.
Oh,
underrated player. Obviously not in the all-time 11, but he was good.
Yeah.
Centre attack and midfield.
I think personally, there's only one person you can choose.
You keep it to yourself, and maybe
I'll keep it to myself. Because if I tell you it, then I'll be aiding you in.
Wayne Rooney at 10. I'm putting Rooney at 10. He's. What are you looking shocked for, bro? Who do you think it should be?
You'll find out.
Okay.
You'll find out.
For me, Wayne Rooney at 10. I can't put Rooney up front because I'm putting someone else up front. But oh my God, Max Rooney Rashford. For us.
I know.
Rooney.
Skinhead Rooney. Do you remember one of my favourite United goals of all time was when he was having a go at the ref.
Yeah.
And the ball just comes up to it, just completely disregards the ref, and slaps it.
Rooney for us. Wow, probably one of the best Manchester United players of all time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what a player.
The best.
No. Coming on the left side, Ronaldo. Who else? Who else is it going to be, man?
That face you made just then made me think you were going to say anyone else.
All right. I think you're going to pick someone else, but I'm going David Beckham on the right. Don't go.
Okay.
David Beckham on the right. For me. And
David Beckham could also go like centre mid as well.
I mean, he could play there. If you're a FIFA merchant, like you.
What do you mean?
Joking. Oh God. Oh,
Pick
up
3
front.
subs as well.
3 subs as well, but I'm going up front. Eric Cantona.
Oh, okay. You know what? No, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
days! Wow.
Yep. There you go.
Baller.
Mm.
Absolute ball. 3 subs. I have to think about this. Do I have to pick a goalkeeper? Because if I'm going to speak
Literally any other players, I reckon.
George Best.
Love that.
Bobby Charlton. I missed him out. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh no. Marcus, what have I done?
What's your 3rd sub, Eddie?
3rd sub is going to be River Story.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. Okay.
I missed out, Bobby.
Okay. Time for me. I'm gonna go for a bit of a weird formation here. I will start 4 at the back, but I'm gonna go for 2 number 10s. I'm gonna go for 2 cams.
What, you're gonna have him running around? You're gonna help him out defensively, or?
I'm just okay. So keeper has to be. I mean, I don't think there's much debate here. I mean, obviously there is for you, but I'm gonna go to Michael. Centre back pairing, best centre back pairing of all time: Nemanja Vidic, Rio Ferdinand.
Repeat that, sorry.
Best centre back pairing of all time:
Ferdinand Vidic.
Ferdinand Vidic.
You going with them? Who'd you go in that?
It's Michael.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Left back. I'd say Dennis Irwin. Patrice Evra, he was also very good, but no Dennis Irwin, man. Right back, Gary Neville has to be. For my centre mid, I'll have Paul Scholes. Yeah. Two number 10s here. I'm gonna have Bobby Charlton.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have Rooney.
I mean, this team's not gonna be playing football. I mean, you can do what you want.
Exactly. I'll have Bobby Charlton and Rooney. On the left, Ronaldo. On the right, Giggsy. I mean, what a player! What a player! Ryan Giggs, one of my favorite United players of all time. And then up front, Eric Cantona. And then my subs, I'll do Best. I'll do Pogba. I mean, because I just love him, so I kind of a bit rude not to put him in. And I'll put. Kino.
That's a good team, Marcus.
Kino. I think just Kino in general is just great. Okay, I've got another thing. What was your favourite match ever? Like Manchester, all-time Manchester United. Oh, I like that. I like that. I have 2. The 8-2 versus Arsenal in 2011. Because it's just funny. And the 2-1 against City FA Cup final. I think we were all over City in that game, and I think it's just a joy to watch, isn't it? It's just a joy to watch. It's just brilliant to see. It's great. Next thing, what are your if you had to pick top 3 most underrated United players?
Underrated, right? There's one for me who's 100% there, Ander Herrera. Wow, what a player! He's 100% up there. Sabitzer.
I think he was fairly rated.
Nah, I think we should have bought him permanently. I think he was absolutely brilliant. I think he solved a lot of our problems in that midfield.
He did.
Another one, underrated. I'm gonna go with Eric Bailly, the centre back. I think he was severely underrated.
What a guy.
He was back in 2020 COVID season when we had NHS on our Shea.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen edits all over TikTok of him.
Yeah.
And Martinez being compared.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic
Yeah.
centre.
Yeah. Okay, for me, I think first it has to be Wan-Bissaka. One of the best one-on-one defenders I've ever seen.
Obviously, we're both. Obviously, I haven't seen that many young. You're like 17. I'm 16. We haven't seen many old players back in the day. We haven't seen much players, so we can't judge it.
Yeah.
So obviously, you go with Wan-Bissaka, me go with and Herrera.
Yeah.
There might be a 50-year-old United fan who says some random ass name that we don't even know. We're gonna have to go modern era.
I'm gonna throw one out that isn't exactly modern era. Wes Brown.
Oh, I agree.
I mean, he could bully anyone off the ball. That man. I think he was great. Obviously, wasn't around much to see him. But you know, stuff that you've seen on the internet, stuff like that. And obviously rewatching games as well. You can just tell. And I'm gonna go Edison Cavani.
Really?
Yep. The things he did when he was in a United shirt. He saved us multiple times. I'd say one of the most underrated players of all time. I think he was a player, man.
You might slightly disagree with me on this, but my favourite player of all time is a City player. I know that's mad, isn't it? Yaya Toure was my favourite.
Hey! We're not going to say he's a City player. We're going to say him at Barca.
Oh my god!
Him at Barca.
I love watching him play. I'm like 6 years old. And I'm sitting on the TV watching him play. I'm like, wow, he's good. Him. I've told it to one of my best mates so many times. Yaya Toure, all my days. Wow.
Yeah.
What a player.
Yeah.
I mean, he in a midfielder, he's either quick or he's strong. You don't have both. He had both. Like, he had both. He was fast.
He was a bit of a weird character as well.
He was a bit of a weird character. He was, but
apparently he smelled like chips there was an I don't know. I think it was a podcast between like Darkest Man and someone, and he said when he met Yaya Toure, he smelled like chips. I can't say much. Mine's an Arsenal player, Thierry Henry.
I respect that.
Mate, oh my god, watching him play, I think also up there Dennis Bergkamp.
Dennis Bergkamp was a joke.
I mean, I've got some.
So for you, your favourite player of all time is Thierry Henry. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Favorite United player of all time.
Oh.
Tell you who I really loved watching.
Go on.
Dimitar Berbatov.
Oh, I like that.
His touch was unreal. He could control the Titanic.
Yeah. Oh, my favourite United player. My favourite ever United player has to be. Wow, this is tough. You put me on the spot here. It's between two.
Go on.
Rooney and Jadon Sancho.
Oh dear me!
Go on, Rooney. Go on, Rooney.
You see, I've got two, but mine isn't Jadon Sancho.
I actually because of what Sancho did at Dortmund, I was a massive fan of him.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, didn't work out. Can't do much. But I was very back in Sancho, even when he was not doing well. I thought maybe he can turn it around, but unfortunately,
I mean,
he's playing at Chelsea now.
He had spells. Sat James Milner down on his old ass, and I mean that game he played against Liverpool, he was moving and schmoving. But yeah. I think another player that's up there for me, it kind of has to be just watching him play as a joy. Roy Keane. I mean that tackle he did on Harry Haaland. No, Alfie Haaland, not Harry. Oh my god!
I knew he got it wrong.
I thought it sounded too nice. But yeah, I think I love that man. He's funny. And he doesn't take football too seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just kind of there to kick someone and then went on.
It was funny. Yeah. Interesting.
Oh no, I've missed someone out. Oh, right. Okay, let me backtrack my keynote statement here. Nani,
You love watching Nani.
mate, watching him flip.
Watching him flip.
But I mean, some people don't rate him.
Yeah.
I think he's up there in my underrated spot as well.
Yeah, I think that as well.
I think watching that man play was it. Oh, there's too many United players. I think top 2 favourite United players, Nani and Berbatov.
For me, you obviously play football yourself. You're playing non-league. What was it like training as a footballer? Like, for you keeping yourself obviously mentally is a big side of the game.
Oh
as
yeah.
well. But keeping yourself fit week in week out playing football.
I think. I mean, it has its ups and downs. You know, you've got kind of the fitness drills and stuff like that, which are quite fun. You know, you're doing your laps at the start of training, warming up. I think there's just ups and downs, man. I think it's kind of a sacrifice thing. You have to sacrifice some good things to
training is obviously probably the biggest part. You obviously got to keep yourself fit, got to eat healthy.
Yeah. That's the hardest thing.
Yeah.
I'm seeing my mates eating Five Guys and all of this, and I've got to watch my calorie intake.
Obviously, this podcast is about Manchester United mainly. But we do talk about other things like Premier League, Champions League, Europa League, other teams.
Sport in general.
So yeah, if you have any opinions you want to talk about, use on Twitter #Red Side of Manchester podcast, and we will talk about them.
Yes, we will. I think. I mean, hey, that can not only give you a bit of publicity. I mean, obviously, we're not that big at the moment, but once
maybe
we
an
get
opinion
bigger,
you have that you want to exclaim to the world.
But yeah, I think. But we've got big things coming up.
It's going to be a good podcast.
Guests. We're going to try and do this every single Thursday. That is our schedule.
And a bit of time on a Friday as well.
Yep. Also a bit of time on a Friday. If we, I don't know, maybe feel like Thursday's episode wasn't that much, we'll defo bring out a Friday as like a little treat. Maybe around the holiday season. Obviously Christmas is coming up, so maybe our little Christmas present to you will be another episode on Friday.
Yeah.
We've yeah.
I've actually thoroughly enjoyed this.
Me too, mate. I think we've got a lot to talk about. We've got a lot done as well, though.
2-hour break on a Thursday. It's gone flying by.
We've this will be around when it comes out. I think we're
gonna try and get it out. We're gonna have to set up a lot of stuff, but it'll be coming out very soon.
I think hopefully we can publish this by Saturday,
Sunday, maybe next week.
Yeah. I enjoyed that. This room is absolutely boiling.
Obviously, make sure you follow us on TikTok as well, the Red Side of Manchester podcast.
On TikTok, on YouTube as well, at the Red Side of Manchester. That'll be where we are posting most of these, as well as Spotify.
Obviously, the main one is Spotify.
Yep.
That's where we want our listens. And yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed it, Marcus.
I have, mate.
It's been brilliant.
Hopefully we can go a long way with this.
And the next episode, we will have a third with us.
We will. Hopefully he doesn't stink up the gap and ruin our flow, because if he ruins this, I will not want to come back.
But guys, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed listening.
Yeah, me too.
I'm your co-host, Deborah Gunshaw, alongside co-host Marcus Anthony. And we will see you very, very